it's a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can place it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Try and tell me what you know about me.
It is a brisk night in the Midwest as we bring you football from Paul Brown Stadium in the Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. To get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
15. And the Ravens.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
For Baltimore.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. A short throw caught by Andrews. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. From the gun, it's Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
First down.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He'll find Jones again. Complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Jackson, he's going to keep it himself. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
makes the score Ravens 7, Bengals nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed, getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Tavon Young in on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 23. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Ravens' 18-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Bengals nothing.
Now Joe Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and we are tied at 7.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
What a run there. I mean, you got speed, elusiveness, escapability all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Jackson from the shotgun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Burrow looking to pass. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. On the run, it's Mixon. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Check 24. Check 24. Check 24. Check 24. What's 20?
Now they run with Mixon. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He's got his man on the crossing route. That one, a first down pickup of 8. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Malik Harrison on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Burrow. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Ravens send their punter out now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From midfield now, Burrow. He's going to go up top again. That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Bengals 21, Ravens 14. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jackson. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. On 3rd down, Jackson. Space to maneuver at the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do.
This is intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. That's into the hands of Reynolds. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Once again, they run with Mixon. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs. I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's got this one complete to Stewart. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards.
And at the 24-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Joe Mixon.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st down, Mixon. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
The 15-yard line.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So put another 3 on the board. things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now Jackson on 2nd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
54 yards. First down, Baltimore.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Bengals 24, Ravens 21. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Joe Mixon.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Again, it's Mixon. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yeah.
backside guys,
Meh.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
21.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23.
That's good.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Burrow will throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. Chalk that up as their 1st sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On 1st down, Mixon. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Mixon. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 10. Mixon with it, and he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And Bullock will put this one through. and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jackson forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. From the gun, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Again, Jackson. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield